Hey Karu, so I thought I'd make a quick video to tell you about what's been going on last few days. It's been kind of an interesting few days. First of all, we bought a new car for Gareth, and so we were going to sell his old car, and he actually went and cleaned it, and he put up an ad on Craigslist for us. And within less than 24 hours, we had a whole bunch of offers for it. And this one guy had been texting with Sarah and then called, and Sarah got confused, and he had offered her $400 cash, and we were asking 500, and we had a whole bunch of other offers. And he showed up, and she had gotten confused because she'd been texting, and then he called, and she didn't realize that he was thinking he was only going to pay $400 for it. So he came and drove it, and he wanted to buy it, and we were like, oh, we thought, we're getting $500 for it. He said, I've only got $400 today. And I said, you know what? It was a miscommunication. So I said, you know what? Just give us $400. If you can give us $100 when you get it, why don't you do that? And he goes, okay, I'll do that. And so he drove the car away. And, on some level, I was talking to Sarah about this, and I tend to do this type of thing. I want to trust people, and I want to, I don't know, I just feel like I don't want to live my life always playing the game where you are always looking out for your interests. And you have to protect yourself to some degree, but, it's $100 gamble sort of to give this guy an opportunity to just take the car for $400. So we gave him the title and he left, and I kind of thought, well, probably never see it. But he just showed up, just a couple days later with $100. And, it's just really cool. And he was clearly pleased to have the opportunity to show me what a good person he was. It's like one of those things where he's like, my mama raised me right. And he's a 20-something-year-old guy. And it, there's something about, I mean, I've gotten burned on stuff like that before, but there's something about doing something like that that just makes me feel really good. And so the other thing that's been going on is, I think I may have told you, I put 2 new solar panels on our camper van. And so I took off the 100-watt solar panel and I had 2 175-watt solar panels. So we now have 350 watts of solar. And so I'll cut in a little video here, some clips of that. But so I finished that yesterday. And so this morning I posted in the camper van group that I'm in about that. And I said, hey, if anybody, these are some parts I have left over, including the old solar panel that I took off, which is a nice solar panel. It costs I think it costs like $250, $300 new. And so I posted and said, if somebody wants to, pay me some money for some of this, maybe it'll, I can recoup some of my costs and you can get a cheap solar panel. And so this guy messaged me once again. It's kind of a similar thing where he messaged me and he's like, I'm from Nevada, and I'd like it. And, and I said, it's $100, okay? And he's like, sure. And so I packaged it up and took it down, and we had to send a package to Karu as well, our son, not you, obviously. And I shipped it off to him, and he was like, how do you want me to pay? And I said, whatever you want. And it's like, but that interaction where, where you trust somebody and you just assume, and in this case, this is a guy in a forum that I'm constantly there, and I've seen him around in there for a long time. He's, so I kind of know who he is. It's not like I'm just shipping off somebody. And he was just clearly really thrilled that I just packaged it up and shipped it to him, and he already mailed me the check. He sent me a picture of him mailing the check, dropping the check in a mailbox. It's just, I mean, the world should be that way much more. And it just, like a day like today, especially with everything going on in the broader world, it just makes me happy that I can have those types of relationships with people, where we can all be civil and do the right thing. So, it's just, I don't know, makes me super happy. And I just wanted to tell you about it. So the last thing is actually Gareth, I told you, he'd applied for a bunch of jobs. Well, he has basically 2 preliminary interviews already, one with Umatilla Electric Co-op and one with the city of Pendleton set up. So, things are going well for him. So yeah, it's super exciting. So, he's clearly excited and feeling in a much better space now that he's getting some responses and things are looking up for him. He's feeling a little bit more like he deserves some of the stuff that he's accomplished. So anyway, quick video. I'll cut it down a little bit even from this. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.